Yo, what's up? I'm Sally Lyndley. Welcome to this episode from my inspo series here on YouTube and on my site, sallylyndley.com. This episode, I want to chat about the Celine Spring 2015 show in Paris by Phoebe Philo, kick-ass collection that I'm completely obsessed with. So, I just want to start by kind of talking a little bit about what Phoebe said her inspiration was for this collection. She talked about, kind of sitting back and thinking about her design process and her creative process and how edited and processed the whole thing had really become for her. So she wanted to take the whole collection from a creative standpoint into a place where it was really about not editing and not sticking to any kind of format or process for her creativity and what she decided to put in the collection. And I think also, we have this obsession. She was talking about how as humans and I think especially as creatives or any kind of business people, you have this obsession with certainty and letting go of the idea of certainty and just letting the collection flow and kind of manifest itself, for as use a very hippie word there, to let the collection come together on its own and just through what she organically was feeling. Now, I also love that she talked about this collection kind of coming back to Bohemian, maybe simpler times, maybe more, kind of touching-feely and crafty. And so, I don't know, I've seen this as a trend across the board, that there is kind of this takeaway from, getting away from technology and kind of going back to more hand-crafted feelings with all of the clothes. So, let's talk about the collection really quick. And, this first look that we have here is just this amazing, super cool kind of scrubs, almost looking uniform top with the fringe. You have the cutout shoulder shirt with the great trouser. I'm obsessed with this cream button jumpsuit, so cool. Another little fringe white dress, super cute. I mean, these are all, the fringe kind of adds an artisanal factor that Phoebe was after. I love this knit dress that's the blue and the red. And then you have all these hanging stripes that Phoebe did with a little bit of an asymmetric hinge. She loves this deep evergreen. And then you have these kind of flowy white silhouettes kind of moving into that easiness that she was talking about wanting to incorporate. I think that the circles and these really flowy pieces bring in that kind of 60s Bohemian vibe a little bit, 60s, 70s Bohemian. And there's always a touch of Comme des Garçons in here. There's always a touch of Helmut Lang. I think it's interesting that she kind of took this denim take, worksman, craftsmanship vibe. There's always that kind of throwback with Phoebe to uniforms, and that's something that was also very inspirational to Comme des Garçons and Helmut Lang, and places where she looks for inspiration. Helmut Lang, Jill Sander, the kind of worksman uniform or craftsman uniform always finds its way into Celine Runway, but especially in these denim pieces and some of these coats and jackets she did for the spring collection. Now, I love the little belts with the little things hanging off of them and all the circles. And I think the ballet shoe is interesting. I don't necessarily know that it's the most flattering situation ever, but I do think it's a really cool, comfortable shoe. And I do love kind of bringing back a weird ballet flat. And then these pieces, I love these prints at the end. I haven't seen her do a lot of floral, so I was loving these kind of mixed, funny, crafty floral dresses at the end. They have a little bit of a 1930s, 40s silk dress vibe. Again, kind of that World War II Vietnam 70s protest eras in there. So, or not protest, but anti-war, kind of past the war situation. So there are those undercurrents of the war and peace conversation happening here. And then you have your classic black, your karate tie kind of belts here. You have the amazing palazzo pant that I haven't really seen her before do before for Celine that I love. I love the yellow, the funny hits of yellow in the collection. And then, these kind of asymmetric tops at the end are really beautiful and really cool. And again, that minimalism that everyone fell in love with is here, but this is definitely the more artsy, craftsy side of Phoebe that she does. And there she is at the end, always chic in her own clothes. I love the trouser silhouette she's wearing at the end with her little nude sweater. So yeah, I think this was an incredible collection for Celine. I think that the overall conversation of stepping away from certainty, stepping away from our obsession with knowing the outcome of everything is amazing, and she talks a lot about vulnerability being an inspiration here, and you can definitely see it in the clothing, and I hope she keeps exploring the softer side of how she wants to dress as a woman, because I really love it. And it comes back to also the kind of again, like stepping away from technology maybe and kind of returning to a quality of life or a simpler lifestyle or a more crafts or artisanal lifestyle that I think is interesting. So that is it for Celine this season, and I will see you guys in the next inspo episode that we do here from my site. Check you later.